squeaky.
One in.
You saw one ramp bouncer. Nothing outside unless he's boosted. I'm going back to bounce.
Yeah, just leave.
He fell back.
Still, I did 46 to him.
Staying upper.
One's in squeaky still. Oh my god, I hate these nerds.
What?
Oh no.
Somebody, one of you drop.
Going around.
Chaotic drop.
Three there.
Yeah, I'm right here.
All four.
Okay.
I'm watching if they come. They could go hell. One
I
here.
think they're going line.
One more.
Another one ramp.
Watch your hell.
We're
Watch
going
your
back.
Oh god. Fuck.
Squeak.
Oh, he's ramp. That's me.
One more. Last guy. Oopsie.
Bomb is down ramp though?
Yeah, it was. He picked it up. They could go anywhere.
I'm holding lobby. I got your lobby. Watch lower.
Yeah. He's
On the ramp.
U-haul.
Yeah, don't peek.
He's got 10 seconds.
He's waiting for me now. Like an idiot.
Oh, only one.
Counter-terrorists win.
That flip knife is ugly.
Yeah, give me a new one.
Why you not use M4A1, you mean?
I'm gonna give an up.
I don't like having
Right,
20
try.
bullets.
What on?
I don't smoke it.
How many
I'm just
children
gonna
are sitting at night?
Push outside.
I don't
to
know.
get
Either
to
way, they're dollars, right?
Or T-Red.
I'll help you this time. I'll get on
Just,
top.
well, just let me know.
I used to get more. I used to allow
told me,
1
just
cent donations.
thought you would say, yo, I'm like smoking
just-
out,
Yeah.
Tank man, what a guy, dude.
How many? One on
They
squeaky.
beat- they're just one
squeaky
man.
down.
Just holding.
I'm
One
gonna
outside.
Hold.
Some
Alright.
ramp.
Just hold hell. Just hold hell. Someone needs to hold hell.
Oh, shit, dude.
I'll get hell. I got hell.
Okay, hold on. I'm going straight to secret and I'm leaving. I just left.
It's fine. Just leave outside.
2 radio for
I
sure.
left outside.
1 hopping, dead.
Are you
Hopper,
secret?
dead.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going
in
back
lower.
up
I'm
with
in lower.
them. I'm going back up with them then.
They could be on ramp.
Just don't let them come.
One lobby,
Yeah, I
one
got
lobby,
you.
one lobby. Just saw him.
They can't go vents on you
Deploying
guys.
flashbang.
We're outside. We just smoked outside.
Yeah, he might try to get secret.
It's fine.
Your ramp's good.
You sure?
Yep.
He could be peeking no lower, right? You wouldn't know.
Watch out, manager.
I don't know.
Roger
man.
that.
They could go backhaul vents up. I'm
Okay.
not watching that.
Flashbang.
It's like they're saving last round, boys.
Flashbang.
I'm gonna pop your mini, you want it?
Grenade
Yep,
out.
do it.
Deploying flash.
Are they really like not doing anything?
One other one. Out. Oh, no.
Oh,
Planning.
failed.
Not planning. Holding heaven.
I'm dumb. That was so weird. They waited so long. We got some pretty good spawns. Let's just rush upper. Let's try it.
Alright.
Bloom and
I'm
bounce go
just
straight
gonna
out
nade the
hut.
door and
Me-
smoke mini.
Okay, we can do that. That's fine.
Regret this day.
Bouncer
It'll
rush
make
straight
the
out
rush
hut.
easier.
Bouncer rush straight out hut. Drop bomb to chaotic.
Where do you want me to
Chaotic,
go?
Follow up door. Just come out hut. Come out hut.
Yes. I'm throwing smoke.
Two raptor.
How do you kill me first? What the fuck?
More raptor.
Heaven still, guys.
No.
Mini.
Mini.
I don't know.
Right side.
Shit. Oh, that hurt.
Take your time. Take your
He's
time.
still on the right side, mini. Oh, my guy bailed to vent. Ugh. Sounds like he's going heaven.
Heaven and
Still
mini.
right side. Still right side. Yeah, one sounded like he was going heaven.
Oh, nice shot. 1 mini right side still.
get
I
it.
don't know.
Venter ran out and he killed me first. I'm so confused. God damn it.
96
I'm
and
just
7,
confused
dude.
how we didn't
Unreal.
plant when there was too many.
I
Hey,
no
was
smoke
mini
streamers
smoke
and
missed.
mini
ballistas.
smoke wasn't good.
Mini
He
smoke missed.
hugged the
P250
wall.
P250 armor.
awesome.
P250 armor.
And he killed
P250
me.
armor. I'm gonna grab a pop flash for ramp. Hold lobby. Hold pushes.
I
I'm
got
gonna
the
pop
smoke
flash.
back up.
Okay. I'm gonna pop flash when we're good to go. Just hold lobby and wait for pushes though.
Actually, we should probably instead of smoke back up, I'll just smoke the ramp itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. One flash and when you're
They
doing.
didn't smoke it. Here, group up ramp. Group up ramp.
Yep, group.
Careful. They could.
One's on the ramp. I'm smoking the ramp. Smoking the ramp. Pop that flash. Pop that flash. Let's roll.
Pop flash. He's up. Back up. Back up.
Back up, back up.
I heard. So
The FAMAS
Dude,
was-
he didn't
Holy
stop
shit.
strafing and he just headshotted everybody.
I did not.
AD it.
He
Yeah, that-
AD'd spray and just
That
like he
wrestler kid had 9 health at the other side of ramp. Damn, that blows.
could even hit that guy because he was just ADing that corner.
Well, this blows. Fuck. Let's just try to YOLO outside. Maybe sneak in the secret and then get the bomb down lower. Not really much we can do this round.
Hey, give me bombs so I can try and sneak out and plant.
I'm playing on.
Oh, I got it, son. Just keep going. Just
What
keep going.
Kawa?
Kill that fuck. Kill him. Just kill him. I got him. Bomb down, bomb down.
one heaven still. I did 53 to heaven. I didn't make it.
95 and 5 and nobody else shoots at the
God,
guy.
Everybody
Okay.
was looking at
Okay.
heaven.
We should've
You're
been
the
at
only
heaven.
one close.
It's okay.
I got it right
Thank
there.
you.
Shit happens. Shit happens, yo. It's a Glock rod. It's okay. Bio. Let's run the 3 outside default.
Okay.
Jared, let's have you boost right away. I'll smoke off big garage.
What do
You
you
can
mean
save
boost?
your
Boost
smoke.
what?
Oh, you can go Twinkie right away.
I
You,
don't need a
you feel
boost.
confident doing that? Yes, I just called it boost because, yeah, I'm a noob.
Should lobby guys have bomb? I think they should.
No, I don't think they should. That would be terrible.
One's
Alright,
red, we get front,
Yeah,
we get
can we
right.
push?
They smoked off.
Close right clear.
One was mini.
Okay.
Flashing red.
When already went down, never mind.
Blind outside.
Yeah,
that's fine.
that's
Alright,
you're good,
we're
you're
red,
good.
red.
Oh, he's left side garage. Shit.
Alright, I'm pushing this guy's bomb. Oh, 1, 2 outside for some reason.
Careful, careful.
Really, repeat?
I got mini,
Oh
got
my
mini.
god.
One ramp, you see him?
He pushed ramp. What the fuck? What an
Fine,
idiot.
Yeah, that's like exactly what can't happen.
One just broke
He
ramp.
pushed ramp.
These guys are literally like exactly what we can't practice against. They're just retards running around.
You wanna go heaven?
I'm going back.
No, he's up there. He has
Should've
30.
tried to kill that. No, that's not a good excuse. We should have played that a lot better.
Any idea where last offer was?
He was big garage, probably more towards CT now, if I had to guess.
hello, freaks. The fuck is going on out there in freak world? And you're like, hey, man, I'm not a freak. But you are. You really are. Everybody is. It's impossible to avoid. If you think you're not a freak, you're more likely a freak. If you think you're a freak, you're probably normal.
That's probably the truth.
If you're like, I don't fucking fit in, man, you're probably normal. But all you weirdos who think this makes sense, oh, fuck you. Fuck you all. I'm not a freak. Yes, you are. This episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Listen, freaks, I know you need a website. Everybody does. I've been telling my fucking trainer about this shit for weeks. Like, oh my God, I gotta do it. Dude, Brian's done 100 of them while we've done the commercials. It's so fucking easy. Whoa. Squarespace lets you make a real professional-looking website and do it so easily. And you don't even have to use your money to try it. It's a beautiful situation. What you do is you try it, you sign up, you test it, you enter in your information as far as like your name and all that jazz. But you don't have to enter in your credit card information at all until you decide that you want to use it. So try it out, create a website, and then go, you know what? This is fucking easy. This is incredible. Bam, Shazam, Super Slam. And if you need Squarespace help, they offer 24/7 super fast email support.
That's
and
awesome.
Live online chat support. Yeah, you can create really easy websites. You can use your own images. You can create an online store in minutes. You could easily sell music, digital downloads. Say if you're a band. And you decide, you know what, man, our band needs fucking a way to sell our music online. You can do that on Squarespace. Why are you fucking around? Why are you glued to your couch, you fucking lazy bitch? Today, just for once in your goddamn life, do it. Just get up and be the person that you could be. Live to your fucking potential. Go make a fucking website. You can put together an events calendar, social media integrations. You can, connect it to Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr. It also works on everything. It works on Android phones, works on Windows, works on a Mac, works on different browsers, which was always the big thing when you had a fucking website. Like some asshole has to try to break out like Netscape. Use your shit on Netscape and it comes out of boxes that are fucking stacked on top of each other. By the way, none of the websites created during the making of this podcast reflect reality. Tom does not like cock. He's a happily married man.
To a woman.
These are just jokes. His wife is here, okay? We have actual solid evidence that he likes women.
His beard is here.
Tom has butt sex in this house. And that is online right now. That's how easy it is to make a website with Squarespace.
Well, you know what? This is it. I'm walking off.
Come on.
So disrespectful.
My brother.
All right.
Easy with that. Use the code word Joe and the number 10, and you will save 10%. 10 for the month of October. You will save 10% off your first purchase on new accounts. Includes monthly and annual plans. We are very happy with Squarespace. We like them very much, and I cannot recommend them enough. I think it's a really fantastic resource if you want to create your own website. Go there, code Joe and the number 10, all one word, Joe10. We're also brought to you by Stamps.com. Stamps.com is a wonderful resource for sending things through the mail. Oh my goodness, is it so much better than going to the goddamn post office and making someone weigh your packages and shit. Like, let's just say you create a website with Squarespace, then you could fucking sell the shit that you make on Stamps.com. You print up your own U.S. postage. They provide you with a digital scale. If you use the offer code JRE, there's like an old-timey microphone up in the upper right-hand corner. You click on that and enter in the code word JRE. And when you do that, they'll give you a $110 special offer, which includes $55 of free postage and a free digital scale that you are not allowed to weigh mushrooms on. No.
It's a sweet scale, though.
No. Don't you do it. And don't try to send that shit through the mail. Seriously. If you do, don't use the postal service. That's
federal crime.
Super illegal. what you need to do is hire someone who doesn't speak English and have them walk that shit there for
Yeah.
you.
There you go.
Preferably somebody that just arrived.
And from a really like safe country like Germany, somewhere like you're not gonna like red flag a German guy
no.
walking
No.
on. Wo steht's fast und wo steht? You're like this
He's
guy's fine.
Blonde hair.
He's probably just out
cool.
engineering or some shit. Stamps.com. Use the code word JRE to get your $110 bonus offer. If you've ever seen any of those Death Squad kitty cat shirts that John, who the fuck is
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
that Brian makes. Why do I call you John?
Because everyone calls
No.
me John. It's my real name.
No, I'm reading and talking at the same time. Those are all sent by this service. It's so simple. It's what Brian uses. I've talked to quite a few people that sell things and send them through the mail on stamps.com because the postman actually comes to your house, you give them the packages, and you're diggity done.
That's what Tommy and Christine did to sell all their shit.
Absolutely.
We used
There you
stamps.com
go.
Stamps.com.
before they sponsored your mom's house.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Uh-huh.
believe in the product.
They do.
See
It's
this?
good. It really is good.
You guys sell a lot of shit through your mom's house, right?
Yep, yeah.
You're big on
It's
like what was the one line?
the new one?
The black guy that's yelling something.
Bikes. Bikes. Yeah. Yeah. The new bikes shirt.
Yep. Huge seller.
It's so cute watching them like work together too. Like you go home and they have like their whole little setup, and it's like they share like turns like.
You know
We'll,
why?
packing
we'll
things.
talk about that in a minute.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
talk about that in a minute because I do want to bring that up because you guys are
Bikes!
adorable.
Adorable.
Anyway, that's stamps.com. The code word's JRE, and use that and get yourself your $110 bonus offer. It's excellent product. Used by both Your Mom's House podcast and DeathSquad.tv. We're also brought to you by Onnit.com. That's ONNIT. If you haven't been to Onnit in a while, we don't just have supplements anymore. It's essentially we started calling the company a human optimization company, and this is a human optimization site. What we have is not just supplements, but we also have videos and there's blogs up and inspirational shit that Aubrey puts up. We're trying to sell things that we use. I'm trying to sell the things that I use as far as like strength and conditioning equipment, like kettlebells and battle ropes, all that stuff I use. Ab wheels and all chin-up bars, all these things that promote functional strength, as well as all the different healthy supplements and foods that we eat. We're just trying to sell you the best shit possible for increasing human cognition, for recovering quicker, for keeping your body healthy, for strengthening your immune system. All of the above. That's onnit.com, ONNIT, and use the code name Rogan. You will save 10% off any and all supplements. All right, you dirty bitches. Tom motherfucking Segura and Christina, her last name should be Segura. Boom. Hit the music, son.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night.
I love
All
it.
day.
Booyah. Booyah. Tom motherfucking Segura, Christina motherfucking Positive. And December 31st, there's a big Death Squad show at the American Comedy Company
Oh,
in
snap.
San Diego, California. And I know of at least one person who you can't even say his name. He's going to be there because he's not contractually allowed to, but he's fucking hilarious. So that's at least one that you know. We can't even tell you who's on this fucking show is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Damn.
Some top secret shit. It's Halloween. There might be zombies.
I got my Halloween outfit also. It's gonna
Uh-oh.
be
Oh,
badass.
What are you gonna be, Bri?
Yeah,
A
my-
man.
My hat is a tip.
I'm sorry.
My hat is a tip.
I know what you're gonna be. I know exactly what you're gonna
Your
be.
hat is a tip.
Can I guess?
You're a dickhead?
You're gonna be a dolphin vagina.
Yeah. It's a dolphin with pubic hair.
This is a mess. And this right now. And this path of thinking and communication. Stop.
Brian.
What I was going to say is that you guys, when we were talking the commercials, you guys are the only comedian couple that I know where it actually works. That's why I hate generalizations. I hate generalizations. They drive me nuts. Because, when someone says, well, all these men are angry this, or all these women are angry that, or, this is that, and that.
Yeah.
Well, comedians, they can never get along together. It just doesn't work. Two creative people, two people that think they're funny together, it's not going to work. And it never does. It's always like either the girl's funnier than the guy, or the guy's funnier than the girl, and there's always this weird fucking resentment thing.
Yeah.
You guys are the only ones that I know that actually pull it off.
I know.
Where you're both funny,
What's
and
up?
you actually are like, you're really best friends
We
on
are.
top
Yeah.
of being
We
married.
are.
Like
I know.
you have this air of, it's very different than the air of most couples.
You think so?
Much different. Much
Well,
different.
I think we enjoy each other like we enjoy each other's
Legitimately.
sense of humor. Legit, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's super talented and amazing.
But that's the
As a
weird thing
comic.
about it. You both actually like each other.
We do.
Doesn't make any sense.
We support each other.
Trying to figure it out. I've been I'm studying you guys for years. I'm like,
I
there's something
know.
wrong here.
It is fun. I didn't
know
put
what's
it.
wrong with them.
I
but
didn't
I'll find
realize it. And then a guy who's married to a comic or was, I don't know anymore because I haven't seen him in a while. But he was like, "Hey man," he saw me at an audition. He's like, "You get pissed like when Christina gets something and you don't get it?"
That's the
And
best.
I go,
That's
"No,
super healthy, yeah.
I don't."
That's
And
all
he was
super
like-
healthy.
He goes, "Shit, that's my problem, man. I get super pissed when my wife gets something." And I was like, well,
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
not,
not
cool.
good.
yeah.
You need to go to a doctor.
Word.
But that's a natural reaction with a lot of people that have never thought about their thinking. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people's thinking just operates on momentum. And, you might say, oh, that guy's an asshole. And they might be an asshole in all respects because of the way they behave. But it's the paths that get you onto thinking like that are the real problem.
Right.
It's like a lot of people, when they do asshole
Exactly.
shit, while they're doing the asshole shit, they're barely even aware that they're doing it.
Right.
They just, blah, blah, blah. They have something wrong with them, whatever it is, emotionally, whatever is an imbalance, and it just comes out like that. But a lot of it is just like, how'd you get to that? Like, how do you think about things? Like, what is your choice that you make? Like, when someone, if you feel
Man.
guilt, or you feel rather, not guilt, that was jealousy. If you feel jealousy that because your spouse got something, if you feel that, like, you should repel that. You
Right.
should figure out what the fuck is wrong with
Absolutely.
that and go, no. This should be inspiring. This should be wonderful. This should be fantastic.
Right.
Like, whatever it is that's trying to flare up its ugly green head, you got to learn how to suppress that. Some people never do.
Or explore why the feeling is there.
Yes.
Because usually when you're jealous of something someone else is doing, it's because you want that thing and maybe you're not doing what you need to be doing.
Absolutely.
That's really what that is. I
Absolutely.
think.
There's a lot of that for sure, but I think there's a few elements. I think there's also just a natural competitive element that a lot of people have to fight off that they don't realize this person is not your enemy just because
Right.
this person is winning. This person is not
Right.
your enemy because they're ahead of you in this race.
Sure.
It's like that's just inspiration. That's just a person. Like if you decide to create a gang of enemies for everybody, you can do it.
Yeah,
you
you
can
totally
do it.
can.
Or you could have a gang of friends and just inspire each other. That's totally possible as well with the same group of people.
Yeah.
If everybody gets their shit together.
Yeah, we were just talking about kind of the atmosphere that you fostered by being supportive of other comedians, and that's actually very rare. I don't think a lot of people are secure enough
But it's also
to do
indicative
that, and it's awesome.
of what we were talking about. Is indicative of successful, truly
Yes.
successful people try to make other people, inspire other people to be successful. In other words,
'Cause you're not afraid of.
they're not afraid of bringing people along and trying to encourage their success.
Well, a lot of people are afraid of losing their gig.
Right.
A lot of people are afraid of someone bumping them out. But I've got a lot of gigs. I just keep doing different shit, And,
Yeah.
and if I didn't do any of these things, I'll find something else to do. There's a lot of shit out there to do, man. Like, if you get tripped up on what other people are doing, you're missing out on
Yeah.
your own
Yeah,
life.
definitely.
Right.
You got to look at everybody who's doing something awesome and go, fuck yeah. That's what you got to do. You got to go, that can help me. I see this motherfucker out there humping. When I find out about a guy like who's like a really hard worker, like a Daniel Tosh, who's like, Daniel Tosh is like a super hard worker.
Yeah.
I put it like, he and I had this conversation because he got accused of being a lazy writer. During that whole heckler thing, someone called him someone called him lazy because of that whole, that whole heckler thing where some woman yelled out, "Rape is never funny."
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
goes, "Wouldn't it be funny if 5 guys raped her right now?"
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
Which was really funny.
rude. But I described that on stage. I'm like, that's actually the move. That's actually what you would do. Like if you're a black belt in comedy,
Yeah.
it's the equivalent to the counter to the overcommitted Kimura, the far side armbar. Like if you're doing jiu-jitsu and a guy tries to commit to a Kimura, but he doesn't have control of his body, you spin around and you take the far side armbar. It's a standard move if you know jiu-jitsu. It's the black belt move. This is the black belt move in a comedy club.
Yeah.
If someone says rape is never funny, like, oh God, you sanctimonious, self-righteous
Right.
fuckhead.
Yeah.
Is it? I
Yeah.
didn't know. I thought it was
I
hilarious.
thought it was, yeah.
How stupid are you? You're making a statement. That's so ridiculous. Of course it's never funny. But it's funny right there.
Right.
Because he just made it funny. It's
Of
not
course.
the actual rape, but the use of the word.
Sure.
Then he got accused of being lazy. That fucking guy is the least lazy person I know. He
Uh,
humps it.
When I go to, he doesn't go there as much anymore, but for a long time, every time I would go to Hermosa Beach,
Yeah.
he used to live really close to the club. he would come in, and I'm saying like if I did 5 spots in a row there, he would have fucking 5 pages of notes and try new jokes every single set.
Yeah, he's always working, man.
Always.
Anybody call that guy's but my point was that I see a guy like that and I get totally fired up to work. I get fired up to like if when I see someone have a new set, like if a new guy comes in town, like Chappelle used to come to the store all the time, and he'd come and he'd watch him do like an hour and just, God, I want to go right.
Yeah.
You know, I just immediately want to go right, and that's a super important thing for artists. You know, you can really waste a lot of energy on that jealousy thing.
Oh,
it's super
man.
easy to do, and here's the thing though, it doesn't just waste time. It doesn't just waste thinking, because it takes away from that time and that thinking from really good shit you could have been doing. You could have been busting your ass writing new jokes.
Yeah.
You could have been thinking about how to improve yourself. You could have been reading a book on, you know, accepting like a new empowering philosophy in your life. You could have been doing so many different things.
Yeah.
Instead of like tripping out about somebody else.
Yeah.
But you see it all the time. It's
All the
like
time.
it's essentially, you know, it's like when people are like writing like these really critical blogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know,
it's
like
that one makes me bananas.
yeah, I mean,
God
they're
damn
essentially
it.
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They're essentially doing the same thing. Because nobody is writing like these super hypercritical blogs. None of those people are like happy. None of those people are successful.
No.
Yeah.
They're like they're in this weird limbo. I shouldn't say none of them. I said I hate generalizations and I made
No,
one.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm a hypocrite.
Well, it's kind of like it's a little bit of that too exists in like
Disproportionate criticism.
yeah,
You know?
but like almost like to go out of your way to like, you know, tag a YouTube
Yeah.
video as, you know, how much you hate it. You're like, it's really not about that video.
man.
You know, it's about other things.
Oh, sometimes it is though.
Well, yeah,
Sometimes
I guess.
it's about that video.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. Whoa.
The sheer volume of shit that's on the internet. Did you lose your power? Sound? Disconnect?
There we go.
There we go.
Back.
The sheer volume of shit that's on the internet now. I've been, you know, writing this bit or been doing this bit on stage lately about the evolution of porn from when I was a child, but it's just it's hard for me to stop and think about a time where nothing came to you from the internet.
Right.
But I grew up in that time.
Right.
That was how I grew up.
Most of your life.
Most of my life. And so now when I look at it, it's just become this normal part of my everyday existence. But for kids, I can't imagine growing up with it. It's such a different world.
The amount of information they get, and
Yeah.
actually, let's go back to this pornography thing because we were just talking about that. Like the stuff that I saw first, like from the 80s,
Yeah.
like Ron Jeremy. I grew up on Ron Jeremy, full bush. Like it was always playful scenarios. Like there's a forklift, let's hump on it.
Yeah.
And now I feel like it's so aggressive. And it doesn't feel consensual and fun as it did in the 70s.
Well, there's
and
still
80s.
some
like,
consensual and stuff, but the problem is the aggressive stuff is really popular.
Sells really well.
Oh.
It's not the most popular thing, but it's so shocking that you focus on it.
I
Like you
guess,
find it and
yeah.
you go, Jesus Christ! Like some of these, I watched this Sasha Grey video.
Yeah.
It was just like this blowjob gangbang. And I was like, wow, where's a person's head at while all these different guys are just balls deep in her
Like
face.
throat fucking.
Very
Throat
aggressive,
fucking,
yeah.
and she's like telling him how much his balls stinks and asking him if he ever
Oh.
washes his fucking balls. And then she spits on his dick and just
Yeah.
and it's like, God damn. Like that's a totally different thing than one of those
Worst gig ever.
1980s Ron Jeremy, you know, softer
Yeah.
era porn.
That sounds like just good filmmaking right there. You know?
Yeah, I mean those people back then were fucking. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were having sex and everything. It was all that, but there's such a difference between that and like this thing they're doing now. Every guy is on
Yes.
like 15 pills of Viagra. Their dicks are crowbars. I mean, their dicks never go limp, and they
Right.
just stick it everywhere
Never
in your
soft.
fucking mouth and your fucking.
I
ass,
did,
fucking mouth.
Yeah, it's very.
It's-
That's what I'm saying.